Good morning, everybody. This is like hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello.
Yes, hello.
I was like, what had happened?
That was a quick one right there.
I was like, whoa. Yeah, we all don't understand. We were laughing, but we was back. Y'all didn't hear it, see us in the backside, but it was funny. But but welcome everybody. I'm Tiala Kid. We're glad you guys are here with us today.
Yes, good morning. I'm Jessica Richardson. Hopefully, everybody had a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I think we ate a whole bunch. One of my sisters made, well, Zell made a cake, and I was like, dog, messed up the whole thing of trying to lose any kind of weight. So this is not the time to be trying to lose no weight. But it was fantastic. We had a great Thanksgiving, so
That's
uh,
awesome.
truly blessed. So all right, let's get started because y'all know we excited. Yeah, we just trying to, but we're gonna be like real calm and mellow today. No, we not, but but we're excited. Like I said, I know many of you guys know that the Clone X did drop, so we're definitely gonna talk about that. So let me get this screen share going right here. Boom, here we go. All right. Okay, so Clone X, the sale it ended. I know some of you guys, like I said, me and Jessica would be laughing because y'all don't understand. Sometimes we'd be like, "Well, no, I think this way," and then I'm like, well, "No, I think this way." But the Clone X thing was, it's had some positives and negatives from both sides of people. But for us, Jessica, I think we both can. I'll let you say what you think because I think we're gonna both agree. We're gonna both agree on what you're gonna say. So go right
Yeah.
ahead.
Well, no, yeah, because like you said, a lot of stuff had happened over the weekend. That some of the drips at least dropped. We know in price. A lot of people found the value in the Clone X, and so they were using some of the drips to by way to be able to get access to the Clone X, of course, because the value that those will have with the wearables and the digital identity that those are going to allow you to have with Zoom and across different metaverses, all the metaverses that have been built. At least some of the major ones they already are going to be on board with and having some utility behind some of those places in the avatars that you have. You've seen it from Roblox, they say Fortnite, what's some other ones? A couple other ones, like even the Decentraland, I believe, may be coming into play.
Yep.
So just look out for any of those worlds. They're supposed to be metaverse ready. So with this drop, like it happened over the weekend or yesterday for some, if you were in the public, of course, sale, you were able to mint some of these at a very good price. Maybe $300 each if you did own some of those drips.
Yep.
And that's why some of those drips, of course, had those price baked into them. And so some people did not sell. Like I'm not looking to sell my drips. Those are something that I
You're
believe
not looking to sell,
people.
Jessica?
No, no. And some people, you could have sold and then bought back in. But a lot of people that believe in projects, collectors,
Yeah.
they're not looking to flip like that. But of course, there are people that probably definitely flipped and sold at highs, and the project came back down low. And so it's going to take it some time to get back up once they start releasing some news and releasing some of the more brands and telling you how the identities are going to relate to your Clone X and how they're going to be able to, the DNA at least also will relate to certain brands that you'll be able to forge for certain wearables and earrings, hats, clothes, jackets. They gave you a little taste of it. But so once all this news starts coming out and they start actually releasing, do the reveal, you'll start probably seeing some more price movement again. So for some people, when you were priced out of those drips, if you do remember, those are about 10 years. So if you were priced out of the drips and you want to be connected to the brand artifact because you know what they're going to be doing, sometimes you can go pick up some of those drips right now about 2 ETH. And as you can recall, if you go about a week ago, those drips were as high as 68 to 70,000, and some are higher. So some artists still did not come down that low, and it's going to be specific artists that you can go look at. But yeah, we believe in the project. We're not going nowhere with the project. Some of us maybe bought some more at the public.
You say some of us as you look at me. No, I think because like I said, I think it was important. I think when we looked at a lot of the stuff, the projects that we've gotten into, early on, and the potential that how they've gone up. I think for this one, it's another one as far as we've always said it from the beginning. We definitely think it's something as if that could be equivalent to something like the Bored Apes or something like that, just because of the utility that they have. And so when you're looking at the project, yes, they are expensive to. They are expensive to get into. If you're looking at paying 2 ETH, but in comparison to what is what you have to ask the question about. Like I said, you look at a lot of the stuff that we got into early on, they were not 2 ETH. A lot of the things that entitled you to be able to come on, it meant some of these for $300. Those literally were $700-800 items that you could have gotten in. So I think as you were saying earlier, it's important, that you try to get into some of these projects early on. Do I think that these will go higher than 2 ETH? I really do. I mean, and that's just me, but this is my money that I'm playing with over here. I'm not your financial. Look, we are not your financial advisors.
Yes.
But I think there's a lot of upside. There's a lot of upside on this project. Does it mean it's going to happen overnight? Not necessarily, but the upside, I'm waiting for the upside. And that's why I bought some more even today. Like I said, I know they came out at 2 ETH, and I have quite a few already. But I just think because of the quality of stuff that they're putting out, I think it's still important, to still have enough of these items, just for the long haul. For the long haul, for me.
And even to add to that, some people, especially who got the 2 ETH, if the site and stuff wouldn't got hacked or a lot of stuff they was going through even yesterday, it would have probably been sold out yesterday, to tell you the truth, and it would have been at a higher price point. But so I feel like a lot of people even have getting in at the 2 ETH price. Luckily enough, you're getting in at that 2 ETH price because they haven't revealed a lot of the things behind it. They haven't revealed a lot of the utilities, none of the brands, and so. If you know about the project, or you look behind the scenes and done all the research to who's players in it as well, you'll see that they've done stuff with Fortnite and beyond, and so we're not going anywhere with Artifact, and I'm still excited. I can't wait for the reveal.
Yeah, and I know even with when I looked at because like my son, he was buying one. He bought one yesterday too. I think it was like 2.9 or 2.8 is when he picked up his, and so I mean we've had same thing we were looking at yesterday. We're like, okay, if these sell out fast. Go ahead. He's trying to be in class, trying to figure out if he can buy a drip in the middle of his college class. I'm like, okay, just leave your computer here. We'll figure it out. But he ended up buying one higher. But I'm not panicked as far as him buying one even at the higher price. I think it's just there's definitely some potential. Does it mean it's going to take him some time to get back to even? Yeah, it means that. But if you get a rare one or you get one that's again, I think many times we talk about this, Jessica, with the $1 million license agreement that these things come with, you got to figure it out. It's like, okay, yeah, you just figure that part out of how to put that into the cost of what you got in on this investment. So I told Miles was like, okay, it is what it is. I got it. And then when they came out today, when they were talking about, giving 1,000 of them away as a thing, because, hey, I'm sorry. And I started thinking about that. That's 1,000 times. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, to get a $1 million contract or the license with it, like you're saying, it's a lot of money to be giving out, even just 1,000 at a 2 ETH price for. So they're always about rewarding their early adopters or their supporters. They want to make sure that it comes back to you, creating wealth for the community, and that's one thing they definitely want to do. So, and like you said, the 1,000 ones that they gave out, you don't know which one you're going to get. Some of those won't come with $1 million commercial because they already have a plan for it. That money will be made for you already. So, if luckily enough, you may even get one that they already have it written out to whatever brand it's connected to or whatever game.
I know I got one in my wallet. I got one in my wallet. I don't know which ones, but I'm gonna take. No, I don't know what we got. Nobody knows.
Yeah, and you're getting the pod. You're getting the airdrop the same week of the pod, so you're getting. There's definitely you're getting a lot of stuff behind it, and you don't even know yet what is coming. So that's really exciting too. So just keep an eye on that. Now that they've sold them out, they'll start doing some reveals and telling us what we'll actually have, what we can actually use them for, and everything else that they haven't been able to say.
So, and I think one thing that's important is to talk about too is as far as when you are getting some of these things, and I get it. If you need to go on and you need to flip to make some money, understand what you're flipping. Just as far as if that's what you need to do to keep growing your account, that's sometimes that's where you start, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But also understand if you are going to let it be revealed, know your prices of what you're selling. Don't just go in there and say, well, I'm gonna just take another ETH for that when you're going on and that technically could have been something that's worth 10 or 20 ETH. So, do some research before you're pricing some of your items. If you decide to sell some of them. For us, I'm not selling right now.
If you want to go list it for a low price, I'm looking for us to snipe it up. So if anybody is out there,
be nice.
If you don't know what you have, because like even when we speak of that, the mint disc that allows you to pre-sell, a lot of people didn't know those mint discs may have some value or utility still down the line, and they're just listing them for sale. And So a lot of people are in it just to flip and don't see and aren't in it for the true value. So
Somebody said, "Are you going to hold till I'm holding for a long time." So I'm holding. So yeah, no, this is a opportunity. If you play this particular project right, this is a very big opportunity that could be a very big game changer for you. Simply because of what they're doing, and that $1 million license agreement is can be very big if you play that thing the right way. All right, so very, very important. But again, they have sold out on those. So if you still need to pick up some of those, you definitely can try to go to OpenSea and buy some of those and see what the floor is at on that. Okay.
and then the 1,000 review, I don't know if they've guaranteed that those are all rare.
Right.
I haven't seen that one that they're guarantee all rare distributed out for that specific one.
Yeah. In fact, I think when we were listening to the Twitter space this morning too, they were talking about 500 was and actually in the Discord too, they've been talking about a little bit. 500 was going to go to the people who were able to do pre-sale, and then the other 500 were going to be then it's going to be done random. The other 500 was going to go to the people who paid 3 ETH yesterday, whoever minted yesterday. There's another 500 that's going to go to that group of people to randomly figure out who may win one of those items. So no guarantees, but if you win one, you just came up really well. So that's good. All right. And then it's CloneX closed.
Yeah, you see some of the fashion that they are also designing for.
Sorry. Hold on, Jimmy. Sorry about that.
Bumping. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is some of the fashion that they're going to have for some of the actual CloneX in the gameplays, and the stuff that you are supposed to be able to forge in game will at some point also be able to be forged for real life items also. So they have a lot of connection to do with the brands they're going to have come out. I don't know if down the lines they're going to allow people to brand to the CloneX or to their brand items to the CloneX, I should say, for like future companies like Louis Vuitton and whoever may not already be involved may actually choose to make clothes, and then you can be able to forge those clothes in real life. So they are going to be the leading digital fashion design, but they also are going to be, as we said, expecting to be doing. You should be able to forge the items that your CloneX are wearing, just also for yourself. So this is just showing you they've tried to drop a little bit of some hints and stuff there, showing some of their graphics with the fashion, and also with also specifically how some of the CloneX will be looking. There's another one on there too that they had yesterday.
This one here. I know they talked about this. You want it?
Oh yeah, that's that one specifically here also. So they were also showing, if you can even just look at some of the graphics of how the avatars look, and then how it's placed in the video, and then how it's even placed into reality with the gentleman that's also in the video. I can't say his name, but as you can see, just even graphically, the level they're taking their items to, and some of the stuff that they're doing. This is a very well-known artist himself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to pronounce his name wrong, so. But yes, as you can tell, a lot of the everything they're doing is to a next level. And even with your clones, you're going to be able to get those upgraded as time goes on. If they take these to a 4D, 5D, your clone is going to get that upgrade to just make sure that it's evolving as the technology evolves. That's the one thing with artifacts they know is technology is the one thing that's stopping them. So the more stuff that's worked out with technology, the quicker you'll see a lot of different changes, even, probably development to, as far as Unreal engines and stuff. So I'm just excited. I don't know.
Yeah, you can't excited. We was like, we're gonna go on. We're gonna talk today. And we're like, be calm, no, be calm.
Yeah.
So, no, good stuff. Though. But I know most of the stuff is we've been talking about artifacts, so we might have covered some of these on the Twitter. I know somebody was saying in the chat, I guess that they the site was saying something about they can buy it, but it says the transaction failed. Yeah, if you're on the site, and let me just try to bring that up real quick. If you're actually on OpenSea's site to try to buy it, because they have sold off out of the pre-sale already. But if you're on their site and trying to buy, you're not. I can promise you, you're probably not going to get the first item that's on here listed because somebody else is already trying to buy it. Let's see if I can go to buy now. Okay, so on their buy now button. So the floor right now is 2.34. Okay, so if you bought in at 2, the floor over here on OpenSea is at 2.34. Most of the time, if you're trying to buy this one, it's more than likely going to fail somebody unless you can increase your your gas to try to go a little faster. Otherwise, like I said, you're going to end up trying to get one of these second or third. One of these items is where I normally try to go into to pick up. If you can't snipe it, if you can't snipe it. All right. So what's the going price right now?
And it's 291 that were listed.
Yeah. So again, we definitely, if you cannot tell, we are definitely invested in artifacts,
Long term.
like long term, long term. Okay. All right. So we won't keep beating up artifacts, but we are loving them. All right.